Hey everyone! I see we got Colleen, Kim, Kelly. Their K names are coming in. How are you guys?
I forgot to set up for my channel. Hi, everybody. I forgot to set up for my channel. I'm doing that now. It.
Yep. Might as well share too while we're at it. God forbid we should have shared anything. I don't have
I
to say
already shared it
Kim.
out. Well, for the most part, anyway, I did.
Kim's here. Still have to share it. Okay.
Anyway.
Share it to some groups. I shared. Great. See? Somebody.
I can. I'm fixing to share it to the groups now. I'll say that, but I got to get it up first. That didn't even sound right.
You know.
I'll say that, but I gotta get it up. Hi, Kelly.
The never-ending story of the shares.
Right. Well, it's how we get people in.
Yeah. I really should try doing have like a setup. Hey, love! So that I can actually share to all these places easy. But um,
All
share to
right.
all the
Yeah,
people
I
that
got to share it everywhere. Hi, Tina. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Tina Love! I have to find space in my share to the group. Okay. I mean, I'll message her.
Do
Uh,
what?
share to CBS on Messenger stuff because
You're bleeping out on me.
huh?
You need to have the kiddo step back or something. Hi, Banshee.
Hi, Colleen, you're back.
Hi, PPR.
Hey, Dustin, how are you? We're just sharing out because we're
Share.
always behind. I was making muffins. I made my own recipe today and I made them and they came out lovely. So you guys will see that video on Monday because I didn't mess it up. Yeah. But it's like they're like dinner muffins. They're not dessert muffins. So there you go. So how's everybody? How's everybody's week going? What are you guys doing? Anything fun and exciting?
I'm not doing anything, as you well know. I'm trying to get this video done. I worked on it a little bit last night, and I have to go in spurts with it because it's just. I'll explain it to you later on that, but it's a health thing. So that's I have to stop and go back to it. But I'm figuring it out. It's been a while since I've done one, so or help do one. How's that?
Okay.
I do have a couple of questions. I'll ask that after a while too. So, what have you been doing today besides making corn muffins?
I made 2 shorts.
You made what?
I made 2 shorts for YouTube, the strange news, and
Well, I'll watch them. I'll watch them a little while.
yeah, I made some shorts. Well, I put one today, one tomorrow. Then I made the muffins and I made the video. Got a new internet box. It's way better. Great, Kim. So you
Good,
shouldn't
Kim.
have any fights with them. Hey, Diane. It's over 100 degrees this week. Too hot. Thank God it's Friday. What?
We wish it was that hot.
Yeah, right?
I'd much rather have air conditioner than cold outside. Because I can adjust it. Cold outside, I can adjust. I'm good, but I ain't that good.
What are you going to do then for the weekend, Colleen? It's Friday for her, but it's not for us. Okay. I share it everywhere. It's all shared. So there we go.
I say I push the winter through. It won't be long. It's going to be spring. I mean, it's fixing to be February, and before we know it, it's going to be March. And I got a grandbaby coming in May, and it's coming quick.
That's right.
I told my son, I said, it's going to be here before you know it. He said, it just seems like it's going by slow. I said, you think it's slow for us? I said, think what it is for her.
Yeah.
I remember them days. I said, believe me, she's going to hit that miserable stage pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Ready.
That's right. Definitely go for a swim, Colleen. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm not going in the ocean. No way, no how. I'll sit there on that beach and look at it. I think it's beautiful, but I'm not swimming in it.
I used to love going like to the beach at like 4 after it wasn't so hot. And I would put the beach chair right up. Hey, Siri, how are you? I'd put the beach chair right like in the water because the tide was coming up. Like, so right in the beginning of the water, I'd dig it in the sand there and the water would come up over me. That was my favorite time of the beach. And that's what I would do.
No, I don't mind walking in the part where you can put your feet in, or sitting there, and getting a little wet. But as far as going out in the ocean, it's not happening. A shark, I'm shark bait. They look at me and think, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Nope, not happening. They think they're going to get all 3 meals just out of me. No.
I remember I did. Hey, Cassie! I did go to Jersey, to all the way out in Jersey to the end of Jersey. I forget what it's called there. And Seaside or something. And I went up there in Jersey and I went in the water. It was the ocean, right? And I'm from New York and we have crabs and fish. Usually. Now we're getting sharks coming when I was young. So I went in the water and I went a little deep and all of a sudden I feel something under me. And I look down and I had like a super panic attack and I just stayed still And my friend comes like, and she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "We have to leave. Please help me." And she's like, "Okay." And she gets me out of the water. She thinks, oh, there's something wrong. I'm like, "There's sharks." She's like, "Get the hell out of here." I'm like, "Let's go up on the rocks. I'll show you. There's sharks." And when we looked down, we were on the rocks. She's like, "Oh my God, what are those? Are they sharks?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a shark." They were dolphins anyway, but scared the crap out of me. And everybody's like, "Oh, I'm going to go swimming with dolphins." I'm like, "Hell no, I'm not swimming with no dolphins."
Dolphins will protect you, but Kelly says she's not swimming in the ocean no more after all the crazy shark attacks, all right? And then Tina says you forgot about dessert. I didn't forget dessert. It's just that they're gonna have the whole course meal. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like the 5-course meal with me, and that's what you're gonna look at. They're gonna think, there's a lot of her to go around. No, no.
I'm going to feed the babies.
And PPR, if I don't call it skinny dipping, I call it chunky dunking. It's chunky dunking for me. But you're right. It is a lot of fun. Well, I used to go in the summer times with my friends. We'd go out and party. I had one of my best friends. She did the karaoke for the bar we'd go to. Well, I never drank. I was one of those, I was the designated driver. But anyway, we'd have a ball. And then after we got done, there'd be like, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 13 of us that would go out and go swimming at the pits in the middle of the night. We'd get a bonfire going, and they'd take whatever they wanted to drink, and we'd go out there and swim. Used to have a ball. We'd swim in our underwear, bra, whatever. But you can bet, out of us 13, anything that happened there didn't leave there. Just saying. What we did, it did not leave there. We was all really extremely good friends, or they wouldn't be there. They weren't invited if they wasn't in our little group.
That's right. All right. Well, Mary, we got 13. Let's do this. We are going to go over the 4 directions today. Last week we did the 4 winds. This week we're going to do the 4 directions. And next week we're going to do fairies. Yes! And then we'll see for the week after. I don't know if we'll start dreaming or if I'll find something else I want to really learn. Just all depends. So, here we go. I'm going to mute. Go ahead, Mary.
All right, here we go. Wait a minute, I gotta turn the volume up on this, I think. Yeah, I have it muted. Unmute it, turn it up. Here we go.
Last week we learned about the 4 winds. Today we're going to learn about the 4 directions. Spiritually, the 4 directions, east, south, west, and north, typically represent a distinct color, which is black, red, yellow, and white, which for some stands for the human races. The directions can also represent the stages of life: birth, youth, adult or an elder, and death. Each culture believes something different about the 4 directions. In ancient Hebrew, Genesis 28:14, God gave Jacob a promise: "You will spread out to the west, to the east, to the north, and to the south, and in you and your descendants shall all the families of the earth be blessed." In the Bible, they talk about the 4 corners of the earth. In Isaiah 11:12, "And gather the dispersed of Judah from the 4 corners of the earth." Although the idea that the earth is a flat plane with actual corners has long been discarded, the term still remains. In the Chinese culture, there's 4 sacred animals regarded as guardian deities of the 4 directions. The 4 animals they used to symbolize the guardians were a dragon of the east, a bird of the south, the tiger of the west, and a black tortoise of the north. On the Asian wheel of life, they also include who they believe are the elementals and some spiritual meanings to all the directions. In native culture, on their medicine wheel, just as the four winds were, so are the four directions. They stand for the earth, nature cycles, life, and spiritual forces, and all the guides that protect them. The Native Americans also have spirit animals to represent their directions. The South is a wolf, the North is a buffalo, the East is an eagle, and the West is a bear. So, where did the four directions come from? The concept really depended on your culture, your myths, and even your language. Some cultures had up above and down below, making 6 points instead of the four basic points. The Celtics aligned their four directions with four out of the five elementals, east being air, south being fire, west being water, and north being earth. In times past, it was believed that the human's soul shared characteristics with all things divine. It is a belief which assigned virtues to the cardinal directions east, south, west, and north. It is a tradition that a blessing is offered in support of this ceremony. The blessings given to the four directions are: blessed be this union with the gift of the East, communication of the heart, mind, and body, fresh beginnings with the rising of each sun, the knowledge of growth found in sharing of silence. Blessed be this union with the gifts of the South, warmth of the heart and home, the heart of the heart's passion, the light created by both to lighten the darkest of times. Blessed be this union with the gifts from the West, the deep commitments of the lake, the swift excitement of the river, the refreshing cleansing of the rain, the all encompassing passion of the sea. Blessed be this union with the gifts of the North, a firm foundation on which to build, fertility of the fields to enrich and enhance your lives, a stable home to which you may always return. These are the blessings of each of the four cardinal directions. In one of the seven revelations, verse 1, I saw four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, on the sea, or on any tree. Some mythological and cosmological systems portray the four corners of the world as the points of a compass. At the center may lie sacred mountains, gardens, world tree, or other beginning points of creation. Well, now, with all these different views of what the four directions are, what are the four directions? Well, whether it's four guardian angels standing on the four corners of the earth, four out of the five elementals, spirit animals, or mythical creatures, you can be sure that the earth is protected all the way around by the divine. Thank you so much for joining us in another spiritual learning video. Check out our other videos we have in our playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
There you go.
That are farting. PPR. We did the four wins last time. Last week we did the four.
You're gonna mute for a second.
Maybe. maybe. We don't know. So yeah, there was so much information, and nobody's wrong. They know that there's four spirits that are, on the four far sides of the earth. Hey, White Tupac, how are you? That watch over the earth and make sure everything's cool. So the four winds, the same thing. They know they're spirits or they're part of the divine, regardless whether they're, gods or angels or, animal spirits. They're all part of the divine watching over the earth. I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, we were Thursday spiritual learning, White Tupac, and then what? Yesterday we do divination. So yeah, welcome back, Colleen. You'll have to watch back the video on the winds, but I always, right after we do this live stream, guys, we do it live so that of course you guys can ask questions or add anything to the to the video. Tomorrow I put the video up, just that video part that we just showed. I put it up on my channel, so it's up there at noon. If you want to watch it over just the video part, you can. um and yeah, so that's it. Any questions, guys, on that? Any questions on anything else we went over in our spiritual learning? And is there anything, of course, you guys want to learn about? You're still on mute, Mary, if you are talking. Is that what you were doing? Well, thank you so much.
I was talking to Frank a minute.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
I had to take care of something real quick, but that's what I'm doing. I'll be right back.
there are four spirits in your house. Four? There's a lot more than four. In my house. But most people, when they're born, start off with four spirits. So we went over that with the spirit guides. There's the two grandparent spirits and the two watchers that everybody's born with. So you start off with four, but I got a lot more than four now. And the four corners. Me, probably. But I have the one big protector. So hi, Andre, how are you? She watches the whole house. um but I did do like where I did like little protection house prayer, and I put in little bottles what I made and put it in the four corners of my apartment so that it'd be safe, which is funny because you know I didn't even do this learning stuff about the four winds or the four directions before I decided I was gonna protect the house in the four corners. So that was kind of funny. Oh, I'm sorry you're not good today, sweetheart. I hope you feel better soon. So yeah. So I know now Sherry Sis has been doing dragons. Um, but I was curious, like, if there was anything else you guys wanted to learn about. There was 13 spirits in this house when I moved in. We got rid of 12, kept one. Why'd you keep one? Danny always tells me they're not puppies. Stop taking them all home. Were they good spirits and they crossed over? What happened, Colleen? Now you got me curious. Okay, I'm going to the shadowed corner and try to behave. Mm-mm. Miss Sherry is supposed to be doing a panel tonight. Open panel at 6:30, so we'll be going there tonight if she's still doing it. Yep. But I made yummy muffins, guys. Did I show you them? I'm just like, I can't eat them in front of you guys, but they are really good. I'm dying to eat more of them. My son had 8 already. By the way. And it was pretty good. It made 19. It probably could have made 20, but I put a little extra in some, I guess. I think I think he made a deal with us. The others wanted to cross over. Oh, what was the deal? Did he get like, free food? Like, what was the deal? I'm wondering how many me
All right, I'm back.
Okay, where are you going on Tuesday? Where are you going?
All right.
Maybe I want to come.
Huh.
I have to learn this astral projection.
I know her muffins she made. They kind of like a corn pudding type. Yeah, if you look at the recipe for corn pudding, it's almost like what you made for muffins.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I bet you'd like corn pudding, actually.
No. I don't like rice pudding. I don't like any kind of pudding that isn't. I don't even
This
like
ain't like that. This
dessert
is like
pudding. I don't even like dessert, like chocolate, vanilla. I don't like it. I don't like the texture.
this ain't like pudding.
Oh, it's not like rice pudding?
No, it's a dish you put in the oven and bake.
Oh, okay. Then that's it. Oh, like a Yorkshire pudding. I eat Yorkshire pudding now. That's the only pudding.
I'll send you the recipe.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the stuff to make Yorkshire pudding vegetarian. Hi, Gothic. A she shed. Oh, the hospital. Oh, good luck. We'll be praying for you.
Hi, Carrie. Find anybody I missed. What's Tina going to the hospital? I missed that.
She's going to the hospital for a biopsy on Tuesday. I'm sure most of her spirits will
They'll go with you. You'll be all right. But you need to put your blockers up before you go.
Oh yeah, that's. The old hospital. Well, if it's old, then there'll be a lot of spirits there. Yeah, we did Gothic. We learned about 4 winds. Yeah, last week. This week we did the 4 directions. What are we doing next week? Fairies. Yeah, the biopsies for your tongue, right? I'm sure it's
Is it still there, Tina? The spot?
yeah.
If antibiotic ain't clearing it up, that's not a good thing.
I don't know. I got a little cut on my tongue. It was there frickin' a month and a half. I couldn't get rid of that thing. And it was just a cut. So I don't think the
It could
tongue
be nothing. I mean, I'm not saying
heals,
anything. I'm just,
as well. So maybe she bit it. Maybe she burnt it and she
yeah.
didn't know.
It could be that it's scraping against one of her teeth or something too when she's sleeping or something. It could be something as that. I've done that. I know. On the side of my mouth. Some reason I bite it at night. I couldn't figure out when I was doing it, and I'd sleep through it.
Yep.
So it's possible.
Yep. Nobody had any questions, Mary. So I guess I did a good job again.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you can read it.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Well, I guess Tina, I guess it lingers or something. I don't know. It. I think you're going to be all right. I don't know for sure, but
How are you? Welcome
I
in.
could.
We finished the spiritual part of it, but we
Now,
still
Sherry's
take.
going on. Is she still going on, or do we know, or what?
I haven't heard. I haven't even seen her on the messenger this morning. I did send her this to see if she was, but I here on the page this morning.
I was thinking that, Diane, but I didn't. I didn't ask.
So I don't know.
It could be some type of something to do with inhalers if she does. They are harsh and they can give you, I know it's to be a fact because I get it. They can give you a thrush mouth and it can get severe and it will cause you to have white spots and everything else. But I'm sure they checked her for that, I would think.
Read all the things you had up there. Yes.
Me too, Diane. Yeah, I don't use the liquid. I use Diplocan to get rid of it.
I didn't know if I had to sneeze, yawn, or what. It was just like. I was like, I don't want to sneeze in anyone's face. Yeah.
Have you been on any antibiotic? Will cause it too.
Oh, really, Gothic?
Yeah, guys, you're not supposed to swallow the water either. You're supposed to rinse your mouth out.
Thank you, Colleen.
I use a spacer too. It still doesn't matter. It still can give you thrush mouth. Only thing it is like a yeast infection.
Yeah, Tina, by the way, I went on Etsy because then I said, oh, my daughter lacks a vitamin and nor patches.
I was
Oh,
Carrie, you're right. Um, you can have an iron deficiency that can cause it. There's something else too. Vitamin D, I think it is. Have you checked that, Tina?
well, I guess what they're gonna do is rule out the cancer, and then they'll, if it doesn't go away, they'll
Well,
go through all the other stuff.
I think they rule out everything at the same time, and all it takes is blood work.
Oh yeah. Well, they're gonna do a biopsy, and then they'll probably,
Yeah.
they might have did they do blood work and they just didn't get the results back yet, Tina? Maybe.
Or
Um,
maybe they may not check their vitamins and stuff in their body. I would think they would, but who knows?
never know. See, Tina, I got a whole I found on Etsy this guy had him like whole like little pound of them for I don't know
Tina, I'd say that's a good possibility. It's what's causing it right there, because so is mine. And I get them all the
8.99.
time.
Oh, vitamin. Yeah, B12. Actually, my son's father, early on, I don't know, my son was like 4. His job called me and said he was having a heart attack, and they called an ambulance and they're bringing him to the hospital. So my boss drove me over to the hospital. At the time, I didn't drive. Like, I have to go. I don't know. He's having a heart attack, whatever. So he's like, "Oh, you don't sound nervous." I'm like, "He's always dying, so whatever." So my boss takes me, and we get there, and what does the doctor tell him? Oh, I get there, and I'm like, so I talk to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, don't worry, we're giving him, B12, which they call like something tazilazine or whatever the frick they called it, which is B12 basically. They're like and magnesium. They go, we're giving him both that because his magnesium and the B12 is so low that it almost mimics having a heart attack because
Right.
the vitamins are so low. Like it literally, so yeah, lack of certain
My
vitamins
iron,
really mess with you.
my iron gets so low that I have heart palpitation.
Sherry going live in 2 hours. 2 hours? Oh, okay. Does she have it set up? Is that what it is? Let's see.
Well, we got a little time then.
Upcoming open mic. She scheduled it for 8:30. Wow. I didn't think she could do that late because, that's late for her.
This is just this is watch time for you.
Yeah. We're doing good. Let's see. Let's see what today is. I didn't look because I got busy. Like I said, I'm making muffins.
Is anybody having problems when you run the watch hours for Christina that it don't keep running? You have to go back and restart it. I had that problem last night.
Um, I haven't heard that yet because I have a few people running it. You have to take yeah, that makes sense.
Vitamin D and iron, they're the two things that you need to survive.
Yeah. Well, and obviously, like magnesium, they said was real important because that
Right.
really mimicked his heart, like he almost had a heart attack. And it's funny because B12 is why people have to eat meat. Really, we used to produce B12, we don't anymore because um because we started eating
Oh, the
meat.
protein. The protein, you got to have protein to.
Well, no, B B12 is not technically
Right, it's iron,
protein,
and it comes from meat, but it's
but
also
it comes from meat. Protein you can find in anything. You don't have to find it in meat. It's in
right.
yogurt, it's in,
It's a big
vegetables,
source of protein.
but the B12 is only in meat or dairy products. I eat,
Right.
and this is why I eat, and people are like, "Oh, how could you be a vegetarian if you drink milk?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm not killing the cow to have the milk, and I'm
Right.
not, killing the chicken to get the egg technically, and
Right.
I'm not killing,
I know
anything
what
to have cheese, like, um but that's why I still drink and eat the dairy because I need the B12 because I don't eat any meat, nothing.
you get vitamin D from milk too.
Huh?
You get vitamin D from milk too.
Yeah. So I put the milk in my coffee and my dad ate when he gets B12, he calls it B52s. hmm But yeah, so that's what yeah, they tell me no, you don't like
You know, yeah.
I only use almond milk. No, I can't. I can't put any of those weird ass milks in my coffee. I find it disgusting. I can bake with almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk. I can even have in like if I have a chai tea, I could do a coconut milk. Um, but I've tried every single one of those different milk things in my coffee, and I don't like it. And you could take a lot of shit away from me, but you're not fucking taking my coffee. So the milk goes in my coffee. That's it. That's the difference between vegan and no, a vegan will not eat anything from an animal, and a
You
vegetarian
get a B12 shot every
just
week.
not eat meat. Yeah, yeah.
I do. I have to. Um, yeah, I have the same problem with iron. I don't absorb it either. I don't absorb more than just that. Vitamin D, I have a big problem with. It's very, very low, same as my iron. My iron was like 11 point something. It was bad. It's bad.
Oh, and by the way, Tina, the reason why I use I can make my own self-rising flour. You're right, with all-purpose salt and baking powder, which I usually put in the recipes, but I get a whole big here anyway, a whole big humongous bag of self-rising flour for like four and change, and the regular flour is like $9. So I always buy self-rising flour, and I use it for everything. I don't care, even if the recipe calls for regular flour. So,
Pepper and salt, like it's kind of like they're kind of like something that you need. You need. I mean,
how-
you need. You know, everybody's body has salt in it, but people think that you don't need to use it, but you do in moderation.
I don't. Well, salt is in everything anyway. And you buy tomato paste; it has salt in it because they use salt here to preserve everything. So anything you buy has a little salt in it, especially if it's in a can, in a jar, or something.
Right.
So I
They use
never
it.
add any salt ever. And I'll have a little chips once in a while or whatever, but I never ever add salt to anything. I actually only have the pink salt, and that's only for my son to add to stuff because he likes salt. I don't. I put cheese. You know what has salt? Cheese. And cheese has a lot of salt, so that's why I don't use salt. Hey, Krista.
Tina, yeah, I got prescription strength for everything. They said over the counter ain't even good enough. I gotta take prescription strength.
Faster than the pills. Well, oil drops. Yeah, probably.
B12 is for energy. Like if Tina's energy is really low, it's part of her iron. Iron deficiency period will make you tired. That's part of my problem. It's one of them.
And you know what it was too. My father had heart problems. So when I was growing up, my mother could never cook with salt. Everything, nothing could have salt. So she had to make her own tomato sauce. She had to make everything because there could be no salt in anything because my father didn't have salt. So then we would add a little salt later if we needed it, but because we didn't really know what it tasted like. Besides rice, because my mother was like, no, sorry, we'll make you something else. But if I'm making rice, it has to have the salt in it, otherwise it tastes disgusting. So other than rice, she put salt in absolutely nothing. So she put pepper, garlic, some other stuff, but never any salt. So when I went out into the world and I started eating out or whatever, my hands started to swell up and all this stuff. And I was like, Mama, I don't understand. And she took me to the doctor. I remember because I was still under her insurance, even though I was, working and whatever. I was still young, like 15, 16. She took me to the doctor. He's like, no, it's the salt. So she's like, no salt. I'm like, how the hell do you get away from salt? I'm eating outside. She goes, don't eat outside. So, yeah.
Yeah, too much potassium is not good. Too low potassium is bad. They both are. You got to keep it in the middle. And I'm not borderline anemic. I'm 100% anemic.
I used to be anemic when I was young. Young.
I was too, and they
I
took
was
me off. They also said I had thyroid problems when I was young, and they put me on medicine for thyroid. But then we moved down here from Chicago, and I see a doctor down here, and he takes me off the medicine and said I didn't need it. Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't find it now, but what the problem is, but they swear it's thyroid too, but they can't find it.
Yeah. Ooh, pizza. Mm-hmm. Well, they tested my daughter tons of times for the thyroid. They said no, nothing's wrong with your thyroid. They tested her recently. They're like, oh, your thyroid isn't working right. She's like, So I don't know if it like gets better sometimes and sometimes it's worse. You know what I'm saying? So
it can. It depends on your pituitary gland and what it puts out.
Yeah. So
maybe.
So I was like, oh, that makes sense. It works better sometimes. It just so happens every time you went to the doctor, it was working good. I don't know. I have the same problem. I never put salt on anything. Oh yeah, because if it's too much, it swells up. Do you know how long it takes me in the supermarket to get tomato sauce? I have to sit there and look. Nothing can have over 250 milligrams of salt, or I blow up like a balloon. So yeah, so I sit there till I find something that's 230 is my what I really like, but I won't go over 250 ever. So even potato chips, like I sit there and look at the supermarket at all the chips, like I'm like, what does this have? Because if it has over 200, if it says per serving over 250 milligrams of salt, I don't buy it. Mm-mm.
Hi, Krista. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Krista, we already did the 4 direction video, but I'll put it up tomorrow for anybody who wants to watch it.
Or you can rewatch the live.
Or you can rewatch the live. It's on my channel. It's on
So mine too.
It's on Mary's channel. I was gonna say Sherry's because I put her notification and it was up. Um, so yeah, so you guys, tons of ways you can watch it. I always put it up the next day anyway, for other people who are not live stream people, and just want to watch videos, they can watch it, or sometimes, just random people search the tag and then they find it. So I'm not growing older gracefully. I'm riding this roller coaster of life with, let me tell you, Gothic. Don't get me started on my age again like last night.
Tina, I feel you on that. Even drinking water makes you gain weight. Yeah, I feel you on that. I breathe sideways and gain weight. My kids have always out-ate me.
Hi, Sherry. We were just talking about you. I'm like, oh, Sherry's supposed to go live at 6:30, and they're like, no, 8:30. I'm like,
Hi, Jerry.
8:30. Why so late? Why so late, says Sherry? I thought it
She's,
was 6:30.
she's like me. She's a night owl. My budgie. What's that? I don't understand that either. You?
No, and I'm hoping it's not a little animal or something. I go a bit earlier. Don't worry. Okay. You just set it up in case. Yeah. Because we were like, oh, we got to make sure we get off by,
We're
6.
not worried about it being too late for us. We're worried about it being too late for you. I just woke up like an hour and a half ago.
No, well, I figured while we have, everybody here, we would just go over and raid you or something. I'm 47 and my age slides from day to day like a Time Lord.
I got the. Oh. I'm 60 Gothic, and mine changes daily, hour to hour, actually.
Okay. So today I put a really funny short out, guys, if you didn't see it. I mean, actually, it has the most views almost I ever got on a short, 859. So obviously it was good. So check out my short that I put out today. It was funny. It was quite funny.
No water fasting makes you lose weight.
Supposedly, if you drink over a certain amount of water and then it leaves, yeah, but
Yeah, y'all can go over and hit my like button too, please.
Mary's also she's streaming this on her channel, of course. Yeah. So, if you didn't see today's food video, I made sweet potato pancakes. Those came out really, really good. Monday will be my double corn muffin thingamajigga that I made up that actually came out. Whenever I make up a recipe, I get nervous. And then, of course, we have our regular, Saturday show will be on, the Sunday show will be on. And we'll start again all next week. Mary's link, please. Yes, sirree. Mary's link, please. Where is Mary? Mary. Okay.
PPR, you already got it. It's Lunar Eclipse Paranormal.
I'm sure he has you. But what we'll do is we will.
He said, I'll go misbehave there.
I will share it. Copy link. Right. Go back to mine. And here we go. Cult! How are you, Cult? Are you good? I do not. That's Mary's link there. It's to the live stream, but at least you know.
All right, Gothy. You have a good night.
You got to be up in the morning early again. Did the bank go well today? But have a good night.
Add a little sugar to him, Krista. She didn't do that, and her son and her think that they should have done that. But
oh no, the muffins that I did before, those muffins were delicious. They came out perfect.
Oh,
but that
okay.
was recipe.
Thought you were talking about the ones she said the ones you showed earlier.
No, the one earlier, a bit ago, maybe it was like 3 weeks ago or something. The other ones didn't come out yet that I made today. They come out Monday. So my son likes sweet cornbread. So this one's not sweet because I made it for dinner. It's a dinner roll. If you want to make it sweet, I put next time I'll try a half a cup of sugar. You guys can if you want, but some people don't want sugar. Some people are diabetics. That was perfectly fine for diabetics. So
Try making it with buttermilk.
I made it. You can make it with buttermilk. I made it with half and half.
Or you can made it with what?
I made it with half and half, milk and cream, half and half.
Right.
Milk and cream.
You can get buttermilk cornbread that already has like the buttermilk in it, like flavoring.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I have all this cornmeal. I got the cornmeal to help somebody with something, and they only needed a little bit, but they didn't have a little bit. They only had a big one for $2. So I was like, freak it, I'll get it. And I have all this cornmeal, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do with it. And every time I look up online, what can I make with cornmeal? They're like, cornbread. I'm like, oh, fuck yourself. I don't want to make cornbread. I want to make something else. I came up with this, like a corn muffin, but I'm gonna try to substitute a whole bunch of shit with cornmeal so I can get rid of it.
PPR says he'll wiggle for a muffin.
If you don't have buttermilk, you can substitute. Yeah, I mean, you guys can make anything you like, but like I said, I was using what I had because I was trying to get rid of the cornmeal, and I have a whole bunch of self-rising flour, so I'm just going to use this stuff, what I have, and see what I can make, and that's it. Okay, I misbehaved, so Mary don't feel left out. There you go.
I just heard one of the kids speak.
Brown bread, lady. What's brown bread? Is that chocolate?
Did anybody else hear that? I heard it.
What?
One of the kids spoke.
Oh. Sure, they were saying what? I'm gonna make those sweet potato pancakes are delicious. Maybe they were answering Christine. They were probably like, yeah, they were good. The sweet potato pancakes.
It sounded like
my ear is so I know they're all talking. I'm a proud muffin lover. Yep. Yeah, brand. I've heard of this. Use regular milk. You can use regular milk with this recipe. The recipe called for regular milk, but I was like, nah. I don't want to use my regular milk because I want to make coffee. And I didn't have a lot of regular milk left, so I'm like, use the half. I don't put half in my coffee. I usually use it for recipes.
Carrie,
you know what would have made it real sweet? I could have used the sweetened condensed milk. If you use the canned sweet condensed
With the
milk, then
ingredients. I'll look and see.
it would have been sweeter and it wouldn't have needed sugar, I think. So yes, I looked, and you and Dave need to open a coffee business. You're the only one on Mary's side. Is there only one person in there?
Hey, at least you're over there. Thank you.
I thought I was, but then I switched over to mine. I was there. I was on yours, but
It's
I
all
switched
right.
over to mine to throw your link for
It's all right. We're
PR. So, so
when I go live though, I get everybody, so it don't matter. Which I am live.
yeah, you know what it is.
Everybody
They
knows
want
what
they
we're
want
doing
to
now. They know.
they want to all talk. Right, they want to all talk, but what's good is the people who don't know me, when they go to your channel to maybe, you know, watch something back, they're going to watch yours back. So it's good to have. Oh, when you're out of something and you're baking. Yes. No, that I knew. Yeah, Tina. Because I made some other recipes. They were a while ago. You know, I don't watch that way back when. But I put like make your own self-rising flour, and I would always put the recipe down there. But I use the self-rising because, like I said, it's so much. It's like $3 cheaper to buy self-rising than regular flour. I guess because people don't know what to do with the self-rising. I just use it for everything. If it calls for flour, I put self-rising in. I don't care. And like these other people would put like, oh, the brown bread. I'm behind. Yeah. Um, the the a lot of recipes will say, oh, you need flour and salt and baking powder. I'm like, why don't you just say you need self-rising flour? Like, you know, they're like afraid to say it. I don't know. And if self-rising flour was expensive, I could understand. But since it's cheaper, I don't know why everybody just doesn't buy it. I never knew they made bread.
It's by 7:30.
Here they only sell one big bags, no sugar. Oh, really? No, I got a pretty big bag and it was like $4. And I was like, no. When I looked at the regular flour, because I said, oh, I could always make the self-rising flour, it was like 7 and change. And I go, it's the same size, 7 and change, 4 and change. Well, I'm buying the 4 and change. Guess what? So self-rising, so it pitches a tent in the bag. Yes, it pitches the tent. Mm-mm. So, oh, I'm sorry, Colleen. But can you tell PPR says he's sorry. Colleen. Oh, Colleen's in yours too. Oh, where I am. I'm like, I don't know where I am. No wonder. I'm in yours too,
Sorry.
man. Aw.
Oh Lord! I just read what PPR put about the bag and pitching the tent.
Self-rising flour. My mom's boyfriend. Ooh, that sounds good. Christine, were you able to eat today or are you still on your liquid diet?
Who? Christine.
Yes,
I would
Christine
say Tina's probably on a liquid diet as of tonight.
made sourdough. I've made like a sourdough like dinner muffin before. Um, but making the starter scares me. Oh, it was like it was pretty easy, but I used. No, I just ate almost 3 days. Good. She ate. I'm like, we're talking about all this food, and this poor girl's probably starving. Oh, it's bread in a can? Now, come on. I never seen no bread in a can. Guys, this must be some kind of weird. Is it Canadian? What is this? I never seen bread in a can. I don't know that I would buy bread in a can. I don't know. I never seen it before, to tell you the truth, which is why I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm like, what kind of brown bread does she want? Fried? Does she want wheat? There's a lot of breads that are brown. Oh, I've never seen bread. Okay, either did I. All right, so it's not a Canadian thing. Sourdough is better for your gut. For your
I don't know if you've seen it or not.
fries.
That's why.
Okay, I got it. He's probably in bed.
No, he's not.
Until my
Yo,
oh, I'm sorry, Colleen. Yeah, laughing. Ham bread is. B&M. Here we have B&M, but they make bean. I never seen bread. I seen that.
Sourdough bread's good. Sourdough donuts are good too.
Oh,
Or sour cream donuts rather.
the starter rises. Oh, you buy it. I don't know. I don't remember it being that hard, but maybe because I don't use yeast or anything. I find ways to make things not. I hate leaving it. Don't make any noise. Let it rise. I don't like that
Well,
crap.
there's some out there you don't have to knead or anything. I mean, yeah, even with the yeast in it. I mean,
No, I don't. Not need it. Well, I don't do any of that either. Back. But just leaving it to rise quietly somewhere. I have never had. I tried it a few times. It never worked. So I never use yeast. If it has yeast, I don't use it. I look for other recipes, and so far, everything's worked out. Um,
now I like Chicago used to say, oh my God, they make killer bread up there. I'm sure that New York does too.
mhm.
But
Well, now I've been making my own bread, so that's nice.
and there was a bakery. We have a bread bakery. We have it's Bunny Bread. I don't know if y'all get it there or what, but or where how far it goes, but it's here in town. And oh my God, when they're baking bread, I love the smell. You just drive down the expressway and sniff your little heart's content. I couldn't live over there. I'd be 1,000 pounds or better.
Yeah.
Just smelling it makes me gain weight.
Ah, Kelly, yeah, they have that here too. It looks like tuna fish, but it's chicken. So that you can make like chicken salad. You know, my son makes it sometimes. I don't eat meat, so I just ate now and I'm hungry again. Yes! You have to make the flour and water starter mix about really? Hmm. Well,
Can't you
you
be
know what
good?
I will do? I will look up and see if I can find a super easy, good way to make
If I eat,
sourdough bread without waiting a week. Because that's something I would never do.
which I don't eat it very often, tuna. But if I eat tuna, it's going to be albacore. And as far as canning the canned chicken, I've used it for recipes and everything else. You can buy white meat canned chicken, and it's the same as if you cooked it yourself. And
Right. Well, that's
it
what my son uses that, but only for make chicken salad, you know, so he can put it on his sandwiches. Oh no, no.
no, I've never
A
seen a
whole
whole chicken.
chicken in a can, not shredded.
Yeah, I've never
Ew.
seen that. I've never seen that a whole
Okay,
chicken
that
can.
I thought you
No,
meant, you know, the one like the tuna fish that was like the
yeah,
shredded white meat chicken, because they have that. Ooh,
yeah.
that's really gross. Yep.
It surely God don't have the bones with it, because I mean I would think I can
Yeah,
eat
for that you just buy the one like here at the supermarket. You can go. They cook the chicken for you. They put it out. It's in the warmer. You take it and you go and you can shred it and make your own.
chicken. Yeah,
You know,
yeah, and I use that. I get that a lot actually.
tarantula in a can. Tarantula. Who eats that?
Boiled tarantula. Ooh, that's gross.
Yeah, that really is. My ex bought that to show me, and I was disgusted. The can, did you see? So you had the bread, and you saw the whole chicken, Christine? No.
PPR, you ever ate that? That's just it just bleh. Surely they dehair it, I would think, but I don't know, man. It just sounds gross to me. But people without
Too.
living out on the, I guess you'd be surprised what you would eat if you didn't have nothing to eat and you were starving. I think that you'd probably eat.
No.
I don't think I could ever eat a bug. I'm sorry. I think I'd starve to death first. But
I plan on doing it if we want to get if we get 5K subs. No.
yeah, you can help.
The canned chicken, it was
No,
so
no amount of subs is going to get me to eat tarantula or any bug.
That's why I don't eat meat. Ugh. Anyway, but no, I think even if it was the apocalypse and they tried to give me canned chicken or canned tarantula, or I would eat tuna, canned tuna if it was the apocalypse. You know, even though it was an animal, it's already dead, and I gotta live, so I would probably eat canned tuna. I might eat the shredded canned chicken, um, but you're not getting me to eat a whole chicken out of a can or sardines or any of that crap. Tarantulas, cockroaches, none of that. In my old channel, I ate worms. Ooh, no. Were they dead or alive? Did you cook them? Maybe if you cooked them. Ew! Did you guys see that new TikTok? Colleen, much love to you, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Take care, sweetie.
Bye, Banshee. Colleen. Is that her name, Colleen?
Colleen, yeah. Lie. Gross. The there's this new like TikTok fad, and like now of
Hey,
course
Jesse.
they're warning you. Hey, Jesse James, they're warning you not to eat not to do this TikTok fad because it's very dangerous, and I can just freaking imagine. So they're like frying toothpicks, and the toothpicks get like like spaghetti and they're eating them.
Uh,
Ugh. And I'm like, why? What's wrong? Toothpicks are more expensive than spaghetti, isn't it? Like, just buy spaghetti. What's wrong with people? Like, I'm like, who thought of this? Who thought, let me fry some toothpicks and eat them? Who thought of this?
well, you know,
Yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah.
all I can say is that anything to make a dollar.
I don't.
I can't even imagine. I'm with you. Who thinks this shit up?
Yeah, who thinks of it? Like, I would never think of it. I had enough problem thinking of a recipe that actually worked.
You're on a roll today, aren't you?
Oh, here. Don't eat toothpicks, says Korean government. Oh, some Korean thing.
They might look like green curly fries, but they're actually fried toothpicks. In South Korea, videos of people deep frying and eating starch toothpicks are going viral. The clips show people cooking in oil, topping
I know.
things like powdered cheese. Online eating shows known as mukbang are very popular in South Korea. They show people eating an excessive amount of food or unusual dishes, but these viral videos have become
So popular that people are actually trying to eat these damn freaking toothpicks. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm gonna have to pass on that. Me too.
They're worried about pooping splinters.
Crazy. It's just all crazy. I can't even imagine.
I don't know. I used to chew on hot and spicy ones when I was young, but they weren't deep fried.
Yeah, they weren't deep fried. That's right. Ooh. Good source of fiber. There's a lot of things I don't where they come up why they want that the government has to say, hey, listen, do you not know that? Like, my mother always used to tell me a good old saying that I'm sure everybody knows. If your friend jumps off the bridge, are you gonna do it too?
All right.
Because, you know, some people are just dumb. And don't be a follower.
Video of a chick. She pushed her friend off of a 60-foot drop bridge. She's in jail.
I can't see her being a friend. I'm sorry.
Well, I bet she ain't now.
I mean, who pushes a friend if they're friends, off a 60-foot bridge? Know what I mean? You know, if I lived to tell about it,
the girl wound up okay. That was fine, but it landed the girl in jail.
Well, yeah, it basically attempted murder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be kicking her ass. Let me tell you, excuse my language.
Oh, I think I saw that one too. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, we'll both jump or something," and then, like, I guess the one of them chickened out, so pushed
She
her
was
or
on
something.
the edge. She was looking over, waiting on the dude, and kept him hawing and him hawing. Her friend was standing behind her, and she just reached up, pushed her off.
If I come out of it okay, you can bet your booty she better run for the hills because I'm gonna kick her ass.
Yeah.
The fight would be on like Donkey Kong. Let me tell you. You tell them the South, right? We don't mess around. We kick booty.
Mm-mm. I don't, you know, like, my mother always used to say that, like, oh, well, so-and-so's gonna go here, and my mother's like, well, if so-and-so jumps off the Brooklyn Bridge, you're gonna do it too? Like, no, because you're gonna die.
Like, but you just had a rush of anxiety remembering that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I know anxiety can be rough, man. I have anxiety myself. I didn't used to until after I had surgery, man. But I have it pretty often now, and it's nothing good to have. Let me tell you. There's days I just sit here and there's no reason for it, and I'm literally gritting my teeth from anxiety. And there just ain't no there. I don't know why. I never had it before.
I know, and like there's stresses. This life gives you stresses every day. You have stress about how you're gonna pay your bills, how you're gonna eat. The food keeps going up and up. What am I gonna have to do? Sell my body on the street to like eat?
Right.
But there's a lot of stress. So Danny was like, "Oh, I have a whole bucket list of what to do, in my life." And I said, "No, I have one thing to do for the rest of my life, and that is I'm going to try to live stress free. That's all I'm going to do is be stress free of these stresses." I go, because then I have my bucket list I'm going to do when I die. He's like, "What?" I said, "No, the bucket list I have is for after I die. I'm going to go see the pyramids. I'm going to go, because I can't do any of this stuff now. I'll never be able to afford it. I can't go to Greece. I can't go see, the pyramids. I can't. I don't like flying. I can't ride an elephant in the Amazon, but I have this big bucket list. So when I die, I'm gonna do a lot of damn stuff. Like some people afraid of dying. I'm like, no, when I die, it's gonna be good. I have so many things to do. I have a lot of things to do, so I'll be good. Not a full-blown thing. So my bucket list is for after I'm deceased.
And you don't have it where you can have. You don't have no Walmart or nothing close where you can have it delivered to you, do you? Like food and stuff.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I get my food on Amazon. But
I know that. That's not what I'm asking.
Oh. I don't have a Walmart. No, I have Amazon. Yeah.
And there's no stores. Is there major chains or any like Costco's or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a BJ's.
They deliver and stuff. You can order from there and they deliver it to you, or what?
Yeah, they'll deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm worried about how I'm gonna pay for it. I'm not worried about where to get it. I can find the food. Find it on Amazon, find it at BJ's. I could go to the corner. There's a trade fair. Damn expensive, but it's there if I really need something. Milk or something. But, the way the economy is going, soon milk will be $10. Who can afford that, when you're making $15 an hour? You'd have to work almost a whole hour just to buy milk and eggs,
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying that, say if somebody wanted to gift you stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, I have all that stuff near me. I'm going next week to do a gift and help, job stuff and maybe food. I think they help fill out for food. Because I don't see why while I'm doing jobs, I can't. You could, until I'm working, because this food is getting
I think you need to back away from her computer or her phone. You guys are messing up her audio again.
I don't know if it's them or I got 3 notifications just now.
So they're reading too. They're reading the chat. And
I told my husband the same thing. When I die, I'm going to travel everywhere and then come back and scare him. He's afraid of spirits. Well, I don't have to worry, about scaring Danny because he's not afraid of spirits. But I told Sarah and she said Billy's
people are afraid of what they can't comprehend or what they can't see.
Yeah.
People are afraid of that, and I get where they're coming from. I do, but
I don't know how he could be afraid of all of them in your house, Tina.
Well, I mean, even though we are in paranormal and we all the whole 9 yards of that, don't think for 1 minute we can't get scared or we can't have a jump scare or we can't have something that showed to us that scares us, because believe me, it happens all the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just because we're in it doesn't mean that doesn't happen, because it happens all the time.
It happens because I was watching that video over of me where was I? Edgewood Preserve. Yep. I was in Edgewood Preserve, and I was watching over that live stream I was going to put up, and there was something behind that damn bush. I know there was, but the noise, and it kept and I couldn't see it, and it bothered me, because I was like, it's making all this noise. I should be able to see it, and I couldn't see it. I'm like, I don't know what it is now, because I didn't know if it was going on,
Yeah, I told you he was messing with your stuff. You just kicked out, kicked back in.
Kick back in, yeah.
Yeah, well, finish your story, because we missed it.
Oh, what part was out? I said
you said there was something behind the bush, and bam, you left.
Oh, there was something behind the bush, You remember? Because I think we took screenshots of, and you were like, it's definitely maybe a human, but there's definitely a spirit there.
Yeah.
That's what I was nervous of. I'm like, is it a spirit? Or I
It's
wouldn't have been afraid if
like
it was a spirit, but I was like, I didn't know if it was a person. I didn't know if it was a bear. I'm like, what is?
I saw feet.
Yeah.
As a real person. But I couldn't be for sure.
But yeah, what it was, and I couldn't. But it scared me because it kept making noise, and I'm like, hello, like I'm talking to it. If it was a person, they might have, unless they were trying to kill me, but that they didn't come out ever, so I don't know. I don't know.
Could be they knew you was filming and didn't want on camera too.
Oh yeah, I was live. I wasn't only filming. I think I was live.
They probably knew that and they were watching you.
Yeah.
I don't feel that it was spirit. Because
there was spirits there, because when I turned around on the other side, I did catch the spirits, but
I know that.
But that one that was in that one bush, I don't know what it was. And everybody was like, I think it's an animal. And I'm like, well,
Sarah would have told you, right? I mean, she would tell you if it was somebody that was there that was gonna.
At that point, I wasn't good with hearing. I would have had to take out, I don't know, the spirit box.
That's true, you wasn't.
The spirit rods, I don't know, to ask her. I wasn't in tune so much. I'm way better now, but, still learning, still.
Well, she was with you then. Ask her. Ask her if it was a person or if it was a.
Oh.
I think it was a person.
Yeah, we could ask her. She knows now, definitely. She saw the video. It was a person. Yeah, so she said it was a person.
I told you. That's what I felt. I felt that all along.
But hi, kiddos. Yeah. Well, sometimes they come to sit on my lap, and I think even just brushing against the pole that I have the camera on will make it go silly.
Well, they look at your. Yeah. They have to get closer to read the chat, and that's what they do. And then.
Well, and I felt Jack near my head, so he probably leaned over, and then we're both reading, and.
Yep.
Sorry, boyfriend just got home. Well, enjoy, Krista. Don't do anything that
with this computer. I don't know. I can't help it that I sleep during the day. So, he needs to set it up where we can do it like in the evening time or something.
Do what?
To bring his screen up where he can read it, so he'll do more lives and where he can see.
Oh yeah. Well, why can't you do it in the evening?
I don't know. He said 1 o'clock, and 1 o'clock. I'm always asleep at 1 o'clock. So we need to do it in the evening time where I'm not asleep.
Yeah, because sometimes,
So
8 o'clock or something. I mean, maybe it's because he's tired. He doesn't think he can get it at.
So he can read everybody's chats and stuff when he's there, or when he's on panel, so he can read it, and that way, because he said that's why he don't do more lives, because he can't see the chat.
He's
It
back.
gives him a headache.
Yeah, he's back
Try to
in
do it.
the man cave. Oh, I was gonna say, go ahead, have fun. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And then I'm like, no, that's not the right thing, because just go do everything I would do. I don't know. Go have some fun. She's like, he's in the man cave. Forget it.
Well, I'm up to 707 on my channel. I've gained 7 people in the last month, so that's not bad, I guess.
If you do some shorts, you'll get the people. That's how I get a lot of the subscribers.
Well, I'm going to. Can I master the videos first?
The shorts are even easier.
I'll go back and take out some clips out of my. I can clip it just off the video itself here. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because the shorts have to be the what is it, 9:16, and the regular videos are 16:9. The other way.
All right, say I'll watch a video, right? Like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You know where it has the little scissors down there and it says clip? Can I clip it that way, or do I have to put it on I like Filmora and clip it out of there?
Listen to me. Shorts have to be on a 9:16 standing up. Videos are 16:9 this way.
Right, that's true.
See the difference? So it's better just to take a few clips original and put them together, or I take pictures off the internet or whatever. It's easy. I'll show you how to do a short. But it's I just put the Filmora, I put the scale to 9:16 standing up, and then like I'll put a picture and I'll make it fit or whatever. Or I have a picture program that makes everything whatever size I want, and then I throw it in there. And and I make
so I can clip it out of the video I want, and then take that clip over to Filmora and make it as big as I want it, or the size I need it to be.
Yeah, the 9:16. Yeah, right.
Right.
Do it in Filmora. I would just put the whole video in Filmora. Cut out the parts you don't want. Make it the one size, and then
All right, and then okay. I'll see what you're saying. I mean, I got room on my computer to put stuff, but I don't want to keep it all on there. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I have the Filmora on my phone. I love it.
Well, I got Filmora on there, but I mean downloading all the videos to do it with.
Oh
yeah. What I do is just put it on there and then take it off. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because a short is only 1 minute, right? So I just put it on my phone. I should do the food one short. Yeah. So when I did this one, so first I took the picture that I had of me. I put it in another program and put each sign on there and saved it. And then I just threw it in here. Down on the bottom, you see this one, the scale.
Yeah.
You can hit it and you can make it the size you need. So it's 9:16 for the short.
Because I got it on my phone and the computer, and I'll see if I can do it. Then if I can, then I'll do a bunch of them, because I got a lot of lives that I can go back through and clip out of.
Oh yeah, do like little short clips of orbs or whatever you want. But I make ones. I make strange news ones. I make
Well, yeah, but the
regular news ones, funny news.
I'd have to ask Misty's permission because even though it's on my channel and even though it's still, but it's still her house that the orbs are at and stuff, and I don't want to like Boomer give me permission to use his.
Right.
I don't have no problem with that because he gave me permission, but I'll have to ask her. I don't use anybody's stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I will put it in the description. Misty Mountain, 1967.
Right. Well, you put in the description. This, happened on my live stream, but this is her house. And
So maybe to get her, me, and you, and Boomer some people. I'll use all of us.
mm-hmm. I gotta get like night, like camping camera. I wish I would have got one that had like time, but it filmed like nighttime and stuff.
Well, you just freaked out on half of what you just said. Like literally, they either didn't want it put out that you said it. It didn't. It just no voice.
Wait, can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but there was something when you turned your head sideways. There was nothing.
Oh, weird. I said that I was going to. I got one of those cameras that do the night video,
Right.
and I should leave it out one night here. Maybe they'll make an orb for me. Maybe they don't want to, and that's why they're telling me, nope, don't say it. I'm not doing it.
Well,
Don't say it. We're not doing it.
that would be really good for you to do that.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to point it where nobody watches you sleep, or unless you don't care if they watch you sleep.
Who? The babies are all in the bed with me. What are you talking about?
I mean, if you're going to leave it running. Like some people leave it running all night and put it on their channel, let it run. People watch that. I would.
Oh, no, I meant I'm going to let the camera film, when I'm sleeping, but it's not going to be live, and then I'm going to put it up,
I get what you're saying. You're going to clip it out. But I'm just saying there is people who do that. I've watched.
You know what it is? I don't know, like, that the kids would, if it was live, would be like, because maybe they'll do an orb thing here and there. But I don't know if they would, like, maybe they'd be nervous. I don't do that, because some of the kids are shy, But if I put it a certain way, and I say, look, I'm going to leave it filming. Maybe you want to just throw an orb by there or something if you guys like or whatever. And then go over it the next day. And if there's anything that go good, I put it up. Then it's okay because I told them and it's not like people are watching them. It's privacy issues with the little ones. I don't. Probably I would not do it live.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to. And I get what you're saying. And I for the kiddos, I understand that. But I'm just saying that people do that, and I have watched a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. I might do it, not while I was sleeping, like if I was just sitting here one day. And
yeah, me too. I was pretty afraid of snoring and farting. And
yeah. So that's what I was going to say. I would not do it while I'm sleeping. I would do it, maybe a few hours while I was awake, like she does. But,
There's no telling what I do in my sleep. I don't know. I'm asleep.
Nope, I caught myself snoring the other day. Like I was watching a movie with the kiddos, and all of a sudden I go, I'm like, I'm falling asleep, so I'm gonna say goodnight now. You can continue watching the movie, and I'm like, oh, baby, I hear me snoring through their movie.
I have. I've woke myself up talking.
I don't know that I talk. I mean, I know my daughter used to talk. My son would talk sometimes too, and I'm like, well, I hope I don't. God knows what I would say.
It's bad. You think that I would talk enough and talk enough as it is, because y'all know I can talk. I talk enough as it is that I wouldn't talk in my sleep, but apparently it just rolls over to that. I don't know.
I'd probably scare people when I stop breathing while I sleep. Oh, you would scare me. I'd be calling 911. Sleep apnea. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Well, all right, guys. Let's see. Sherry's all ready for her live stream, she said. She got all prettied up. So I don't know if she's going to go earlier. Let me see. I'll actually message her.
What is she doing? Is she sending out links, or is she done, or what's she doing?
I'm gonna see. She sent me, like, I'm all ready. Oh, it's a gorgeous picture. She got all dressed up. She looks beautiful. So I'm like, she's gonna sit for 2 hours looking like gorgeous like that. She must be going earlier.
Krista, it does. Krista, do you wear a mask or anything at night, or oxygen? I wear oxygen at night when I sleep. Well, I wear it all the time now, but I was wearing it when I sleep for sure. It will help. It will help you kick back in breathing again if you can't wear the mask. So you talk to your doctor about getting oxygen for nighttime only, or when you sleep.
What time is it?
Sorry, I know you want to.
I was talking to Sherry. It was okay. I just want to. She's like a little after 12. I go, shit, girl, what time is it there? I don't freaking know the times.
It has nothing to do, Krista, with not breathing or not having enough oxygen. It has to do with the fact that it's an airflow that if you stop breathing, that airflow is going to help keep you, it kicks your breathing back in, is what I'm trying to say. That's what they had found with me. I cannot wear the mask. I don't care. I've tried it. And I mean, they even pretty much tried to put me out almost to get me to wear it. And I still can't do it. I don't know why, but it takes my breath. It's like it takes more breath than it does help.
So wait, Tina. He talks about work while he's sleeping? Oh, no. He needs a vacation. Okay. Now, your brothers not only talked in their sleep, but they slept with their eyes open. That's scary.
Oh,
I remember. I remember.
No, I don't want anybody who sleeps with their eyes open. That would be freaky as hell.
Well, let me tell you, I went, my friend had a child very young. I don't know, we were teenagers. And she said to me, can you watch the baby? I just have to run to the store and get milk. And I said, okay. She goes, he's sleeping. I said, all right. So I sat there a little while and I said, check on the baby. I don't know. I don't trust people. Maybe she's going to accuse me of doing something. I didn't even look at the baby, Maybe she killed the, I don't know, so I went in there and the baby's eyes were open and I'm like, oh, hi, you're awake. That baby didn't move. And I go, holy shit, this baby's dead, right? I had like a heart attack, right? So I picked the baby up. Anyway, he woke up then and then he was crying and I was like, shit, I woke up the baby. And I was like, I thought something was wrong with him. And she's like, oh, no, he sleeps with his eyes open. I'm like, this is something you should have told me because I had a heart attack,
Right?
Mm-mm.
I can't even imagine. I'm sorry, but I just can't.
Mm-mm. Sherry, what time is it there? because we're thinking, I said, that you're all gorgeous. So I'm like, maybe, since you're all gorgeous, well, you're just about ready for us. But I don't know what time it is there. 'Cause she said a little after 12. And I said, damn, I don't know. Hey, Charlie, how are you? I don't know. She looks so pretty that I'm going to have to change. Like, I'm going to have to put on something, I don't know.
Jumpsuit. Off the shoulder.
Okay, so Sherry's going to go on in like, okay, at 7, our time. So it's 6:52.
Oh, about 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I'm well. I'm well. Yeah, sorry, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. We've been on almost 2 hours, and now we're all going to go over to Sis Sherry's. Actually, somebody drop Sherry's link in just in case somebody doesn't have Sherry's link. Can anybody drop Sherry's link?
I can. I just got it up. Hang
on. So we're going to go to Miss Sherry's. Miss Sherry's having an open panel or open mic night or something fun and exciting. I get going. Okay, we'll see you then. We're going to come over. And don't forget to send a link to me. I'll get all pretty just like you.
There you go.
There's Sherry's link. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to get off of here, stop a yapping. I gotta look at least a quarter of as pretty as Sherry's looking, so that means I need a little more makeup and some better lighting, and I don't know, a better phone so that when I go live, you can hear me. Mary, are you going live Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys will see Mary Sunday. Tomorrow's Friday, so you'll see Witchy 101. You'll also see Sherry tonight. Saturday, if Danny's feeling well, we'll do 1 hour at Let the Kiddos Do Your Makeup. Yes. And we'll do an hour of the Spirit Box. Hopefully, if Danny's feeling well tomorrow, since I'm not working. So it will be, on Saturday, so that would be like at 5 our time, 5 Eastern Standard Time, between 5 and 6, yeah. Which is the time we usually go for an hour, so we'll do that this Saturday too, since, like I said, I'm not working right now. And then, yeah, then we'll start a new week and we'll see what's going on. But
thank y'all for sharing, supporting me and Christina both.
Yes.
And Sherry and all of us, Drew, Misty, all of us. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you guys every week. I know I do. And I'm speaking for all of us, but we all do too. They do too.
Yep, we love it. I love reading the cards.
If it wasn't for you guys.
Yes. Well, if you guys, like I said, I'm sure you could get into trouble at Miss Sherry. And usually Miss Sherry has some more guys than I do. At least I have some guy friends to chat with. So we will see you guys at Sherry's in a few minutes. So have a great night, guys. Thanks for joining us on this Spiritual Thursday. The video will be up tomorrow if you missed it, or you can go back and watch the beginning of the live stream on either of our channels, because she streamed on hers. And yeah, Have a good night, guys.
Night, everybody. See you at Sherry's.
See you at Sherry's.